What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. It's been a little bit since I've been on. Need to try to get more stable on this because I really enjoy, and I'm sure you guys would enjoy a lot of the adventures that I go on in Alaskair and Alaska and some of these other trips that I'm enjoying the heck out of every time I flight sim. So glad you're aboard today. Check out, as you can see, the beautiful Cessna 182. So today we'll get in here, check out what we're doing here. So pretty sure. Let me check this out here. This is leg 14. If you had been following me earlier on some of my YouTube videos and/or previous streams, continuing on tonight on the Up and Over tour, which took us from, I believe, Idaho, all the way to British Columbia, Canada. And we have two more flights, and we will be out of Canada in Alaska. Today, we'll be departing Anahim Lake, um, and we'll fly over Bella Coola. And then we will hit Bella Bella. Bella Bella is our destination today. Was planning on doing this flight last night, but a couple things came up, so it was a little bit difficult. But the weather was horrendous on the west coast, and I was pretty much going to be doing river flying this whole way. Still probably going to do river flying too, just because it's a little bit more scenic. But we won't necessarily have to fly as low as we were going to last night. I think it was the top of the ceiling was like 4,000. And as you can see, all these mountains that we're going to be flying around and through are up over 10. So be fun. Be fun. At least today, it'll be very scenic. So, and then depending on how I feel and what time it is after we land, should be about a 90-minute flight. Maybe in about an hour. Hopefully we can get in there in less than an hour. If I feel good, I got another flight that I've been meaning to do to catch up on, and that is Northern Alaska, the mail run. And I'm planning on doing so. We'll get going on that. So, like I said, as you can see, we started down here, and trying to remember exactly where we started from. We started from McCall. So we started from McCall, flew up British Columbia, all the way out there, Vancouver, or not Vancouver, flew around. Some of these I didn't stream, and I should have. They were very, very nice, especially on the west coast, flying past Vancouver over there. So you can check whatever I have done on my YouTube streams. But other than that, hopefully trying to stream more. So you guys can get a taste of seeing what we got going on and what GA flying's all about. I very rarely, if anything, I think I have a total of maybe. And I'm gonna stop making everybody sick on that one. I have probably about a total of maybe 5 hours, 6 hours of airline time in the system, and it's just because of personal reasons that I don't fly airliners as much. So if you want to check out GA streams all the time, that's my stream. So, and then especially in Alaska, for sure. All right. First things first. Let's get our DG set. I got this mapped out on a key. Looks like it's about 31. All right, 31. All right, so we're going to use two ADFs to help us navigate today. NDBs, I mean. So we'll be using Anahim Lake, which is 200. We'll plug that in. Hoping this weekend to get back on the Pacific Crest Trail on Pilot Edge, because I've been meaning to get out of Big Bear City, but haven't done that in a little bit. So I want to get back on that, stream that. So look for that to maybe come out this weekend, because like I said, I want to try to stream a little bit more, get some of this good flying in. I haven't even really flown a lot this week at all, which is pretty sad. All right. So fuel is on both. Let's get rid of that for a second. Okay. Master on. Beacon on. Power's coming up. All right. Prop full. Mixture full. Throttle cracked. Cowl flaps open. And let's start her up. Now she's gonna bug on me, right? So there's a little bit of a disconnect between my Cessna panel that has the key. It will start, but it won't come back when I turn the key back. So very interested in what's going on here. Well, maybe because I forgot the prime. That's why. All right, 1, 2, 3, off. Make sure back. Wow. She does not want to fire today. Let's try this. I never have had to use the primer over here. Mixture full in. Let's go fuel pump on again. All right. She does not want to start today. Check failures just to make sure. Let's do, we'll do the fix all systems and apply changes. All right, we should be good to go. Honest to God, never had this issue with this plane. Am I forgetting something? No, I switch the tanks on both. All of the static elements are gone. It's weird. It's really weird. Alright, let's try to prime again. One, two, three, 4, 5. Alright, like I said, I've never had that problem before, so let me reload. Switch to a different area. Interesting. Alright. Let's try it again. Power on, master on. Let's go mixture full. Fuel pump on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's... Alright. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Alright, she's running now. Alright, ADF 200. We're looking for a 253 heading off of there to get into the creek bed that we're looking for. Everything's already technically in the green, but I'm gonna right there, and I'm gonna close the cowl flaps just a little bit to warm her up. All right, reset that DEG just a little bit more. 30, what I'm looking for. 31. She's got a couple of issues. You know, it's X-plane 10 aircraft that. Oh man, I didn't want to do that. You know, and she's gonna have her quirks. So, all right, I'm gonna look at. But I love this plane enough that I'm willing to deal with some of those quirks just to get, fly in it. So 3006 is our altimeter. Much different than yesterday, which I'm pretty sure was like 389 or something. I think we got it right there. Let's see, field elevation. Should have just set it to field elevation 3639. Alright, yep, I'll buy it. Alright. Alright, avionics on, altimeter, or alternator on, taxi lights on, pitot heat on. It's warming up. Don't know what the actual temp is, what we got. Oh, it's actually somewhat warm. That's kind of weird. So, pitot heat off. Alright. So again, let's look for, we're looking for 253. And we'll just put it right about there. Alright. Wind. Looks like we're going to have to deal with a crosswind, so no good there. So let's double check that. So we have 252. Set my bug to that. Right. Testing a couple of different things with my graphics card today, so that's why I have my frames up, just to kind of take a look at what's going on there. Other than that, alright, we can get rid of active sky. Want to make sure my ACARS is on. Alright, everything's good there. Alright, taxi on. Let's rock and roll. Everything... CHT's coming up, but it's still not fully warm yet. Let's go a little bit. 12. Alright. We'll get moving. It's not like we're going to break it. Let's give it a little gas here. Look over front. I was actually, like I said, I was going to stream last night, but I was having some major internet issues yesterday. I know they're working on some towers around here, so that's probably the reason. Um, yeah, 3113. I don't feel like back taxing, so we'll just take off with a little bit of a crosswind tailwind. All right, landing lights on, taxi off. Let's get our transponder on. Turn the lights on just so we can see. All right, mixture full. Flaps down 1. Make sure that my trim's set. All right, hold the brakes there. Got to get out of track IR to see the. Oh. All right, trim looks good. All right, ready to rock and roll. Open the cowl flaps all the way up. Track IR back on. Unscroll this a little bit. All right, let's depart. Mixture full. Prop full. Landing light on. Strobe on. There's 60, and let's take it. Yeah, feel that little crosswind there. Let's climb out at 70. .500 feet above, flaps off, flaps up, and let's make a turn. So we're looking at heading about 2.5, right into the wind pretty much. Go up to about 8.5. I'm going to turn plane down just a little bit. Alright, and let's go 25 squared. I kind of forgot when I was taking off that we're at elevation, really, so should lean this out a little bit here. And let's get our trim down here for climb at 80. We're going to go to, if I didn't say it already, 8.5. Holding 30 frames, so happy about that right now. I was having some issues lately. I don't know if it was the update to Active Sky or what, or just kind of a little gremlin in there. But I was definitely having some issues keeping frames up. I had to drop settings down pretty good. But I have realized that when I get into really, really heavy weather, ultra weather is really bogging it down. So I gotta prepare for that if I have bad weather in front of me. Beautiful day. Kind of wanted to reset and we might do that in a second, but I wanted to reset the time of day to have a nice little sunset by the time we get to Bellico. Alright, so checking, I'm looking for a big lake, so I see that big lake right now. That points towards a mouth in the river, which is in front of us. And that's what I'm looking for, right there in front of us. Right about there. Getting closer to our waypoint, or our track from the NDB. $7.5, one more, 1,000 to go. Getting a little hazy, so we'll see what ends up happening there. Yeah, it's getting really hazy. So we'll see if we can hit 8.5. If we have to come down a little bit, we will. Ooh, yeah. Might have to go down to 6.5. So we're almost there, 8.5. Trimming. Just a little bit more trim. Alright, so there's the river in front of us. We're looking at using the map. There's a little bit of a ravine bulge, and then you see a very big dip. I'm pretty sure that's what we're looking at right there. But we'll see. Actually, getting in close on the dangerous side of being at this altitude right now. Might have to drop down. Oh, and there we go. Ruined all the fun. Trimming this thing is the hardest. Alright, so let's get our cruise performance at 75. We're looking at 23. I want to stay at 70% or less. So 23 and 23, 64%. We can go 24 and 23. 2400 RPM and 23 manifold pressure gives us 68 power, and our fuel flow should be 14.3. So let's do that. 24 and 3. And 23, we can lean out a little bit more. I want to make sure that we're not, yeah, we are climbing. 14, so that's 14 right there. So we can't quite get it on the, I think I've been running into this problem a little bit lately, is having a hard time actually hitting the numbers. I'm getting a little stutter every once in a while. I don't know what's up with that. Trim down a little bit more. Alright, let's close those cowl flaps there. Alright, we're set for cruise. Do one more little trim adjustment here. Now we can admire the beauty. Mountain range. If you hadn't heard the story yet, I had accidentally cut British Columbia's ortho at ZL16. I'm not complaining, I can tell you that, but it does look great. So we're gonna, the valley that's right directly in front of us, and you can see the mountain range that's just outbound of that. We're gonna be making a right-hand turn once we get there, and following that valley to the north. So we'll be going on a westerly course after that. I could cut the corner. I want to be safe on altitude, so it's better to just stay along the valley. Airspeed's getting a little low. I'm going to add a little bit more fuel. See if that helps. We are heading into a headwind too, from based off of where we left. So that could be a little bit of our airspeed issue. I was having a little bit of trouble on the just controlling the ground handling with this plane, with the 185 on the ground. I've since think rectified the situation from Pete from Alaskair. Has a nice little mod fixed the aircraft that helped the tail wheel control. So and I've gained a little bit more confidence going back on college after being off for a long period of time. So I think we're gonna try to continue the Pacific Crest Trail um, with the 185. So stay tuned for that. Like I said, I'm kind of hoping that I do that tomorrow, but I have a lot of stuff to do this weekend. There's a laundry list that's extremely long. Missed that. Mountain's looking beautiful. Let's go. And let's I want to reset that the time too. I like kind of flying in a beautiful. If you like this livery, I did post it on the org. I made it. Um, it changes the object file because it didn't have metalness in it. But very happy with this livery. So let's go move the time. So there's sunset, and let's go maybe like a handful of seconds. So let's roll like that. I think I got all the information I wanted out of the frame rate thing, so I'll get rid of that. So we got some nice little screen grabs here. But looking beautiful. So here's the valley that we're going to be taking. Trim just a little bit of a trim down is what I'm looking for. There we go. Well, I hope everybody's having a good Friday night. I know I am. Long work week. I mean, just doing, a trip like this in real life would just be absolutely amazing. Planning trips like this, though, even just for the sim, makes me realize how crazy it is to try to plan something like this, because you never know. The weather's always changing. Um, and you can just imagine that it would just be absolutely. I mean, say you were taking this long, say you were going to go to do this trip in 1 week. I mean, there might be days where you're not even going to be able to get out of the airport that you landed at, to continue on with the journey. So, that's pretty crazy to think about. So, oh, sorry. So, we're in this channel. We'll keep following this channel. Bella Coola is not too far away. I'm going to pull up the information because I kind of want to get an updated altimeter from there. Of course, Sky Vector doesn't really show anything from. Maybe they don't have ATIS over at Bella Coola. We'll see if X-Plane has ATIS for Bella Coola. Nope, just the CTAF only. Beautiful mountain range. I really wish I had streamed my flight from the other day. I did 2 days ago. I flew into Dutch Harbor. I went from Cold Bay to Dutch Harbor in the King Air 350. hand flew it, and man, did it feel good hand flying it again. I had to drop down my settings just a little bit because it was um, completely bad out. Went slant alpha, rolled with the VOR or NDB to NDB IFR flight plan, and then had to do a VOR or NDB approach, which was pretty cool and awesome to get back into. I kind of got used to flying VFR that now I'm like, I don't even want to fly IFR. But once you work those bugs out, that's good. I had a scary one a week ago. I was doing a float tour, another great flight tour that I've been doing that I really should have streamed about half of most of the ones that I was doing, because it was some very awesome flying and scenery. But I did run into a bit of bad weather, and you know, one of those Alaska things where your ceiling's only so high, but the mountains you have to go over are higher, and then you can't go too high or you'll get icing, and that's exactly what happened. So it was a little bit terrifying for a little bit there, but we made it. Yeah, the sunset is going to be amazing when we get there, but we're right around the corner from Bellacoola. So we're going to probably simulate that we're going to call CTAF and just ask them if they got the anybody's down there, if they got you know, latest weather report. So let's look at Active Skies map. Gotta watch what I'm doing. So Bellacoola is reporting currently 3030, which it should be right below us down there. I do have the add-on scenery for it too, which is kind of sad that I don't get to land there. Looking beautiful down there. So currently it's running, that was at the 1 Zulu, 0100 Zulu time, showing 3:30 on the X-plane, and Active Sky is reporting 3005. So 3005, and we were a little bit off on that anyway, so we're right about there. So we're still good. I like those clouds, how they're rendering out there. It looks nice. The Bella Coola scenery is just absolutely gorgeous, but you really kind of like, unless you're doing flights like this, you're never gonna be out here. Um, it's kind of one of those. You'll go there. I think I've done a trip where I went from Bella Coola to the Prop Strike airports that I really enjoyed. That was a fun one. As a matter of fact, pretty sure around this corner where the water is the channel that I take, or the valley that I'll take down to Bella Coola, or the Prop Strike airports. Mockmel Fisheries is right about out there, about 70 miles, I believe. Yeah. Remember doing that flight. That was a good one. Alright. Let's check all of our instruments. Everything's a little bit hot. We're going to open up those cowl flaps a little bit. Get some air in there. I'm going to go about halfway. EGT is still good. We could probably do a little bit better. Actually try to find a better power setting. I can't really get where I need to anyway. I kind of found all my complex aircraft. I like going down to 23. So 23 and 23 seems a little bit better. So let's do that. .23 and we're at about 22 is all I can get out of the throttle. So what's our... It gave us a little bump. Retrim. So 23, 23, we should be at 13.4 on fuel flow. So we'll pull it back to like 13 because I want to. That engine's really hot right now. I'm gonna open up the cowl flaps all the way. Trim it down a little bit. Alright, so at Bella Coola we can start pulling in the Bella Bella NDB, and that is 325. Alright, 325. Not picking it up yet, but that's alright. So we're still flying VFR anyway. We're going to need to hit this channel and then make a decision. Do I go right or not? So let's see what I'm looking at here. Let me show you what I'm looking at here. Okay, so we're at just past Bella Coola right now. Coming up in front of us, we can make a right, and then we'll have a straight in over to Bella Bella. Or we can come down here to the cathedral and then try to make it over these mountains right here. I'm looking at them. I don't really see. There's 6-1. I'm getting 6-1 in this box, so we're above those anyway. So that's good. So we'll be good. So that would be going off to the right there. So we have the This little channel coming up, or valley going to the left. And then we got a valley going to the right, just in front of that. You could probably go that way, because I could almost cut the corner right now the way I look at it. So we might do that. Make it a little shorter flight. Check our DG, 24, looking at 24 and a half. Yeah, 24 and a half. And we'll move that DG just a little bit. Oh. Alright, there we are. Get back to square one. So we're going to veer to the right here. We'll cut the corner. Plenty altitude. 6-1's the lowest altitude for avoidance, for terrain avoidance. So we'll make that. We should be able to make that. No troubles. There's no real risk of having a ridiculously far off altimeter at this point in time right now. So, and visually we can see that we're looking good to go over the edge here. Let's check that. Yeah, so that cylinder head temp came down. One of those little bugs right there is that you know, I can't fly at 8.5 with you know, pretty conservative cruise power, but yet also be able to close the cowl flaps completely. So I'm gonna shoot the cowl flaps halfway right now and see what happens there. Alright. Yep, down that river and valley about 80, I think it's 80 miles I pegged it, is where Makmal Fisheries, the prop strike bush airport, is. Amazing scenery. We are looking to fly in this area. I actually haven't been there since I started porting in ortho for the area, so I really should do that flight soon again. A little bit above our altitude. Let's go take a trip outside. Look at that weather load. Sim's looking nice today. Clouds are moving in a little bit. I'm starting to see a little bit of a haze gathering. Feel like I got a wind shift too. Alright, let's gain a little bit of altitude. Let's bring it back down. Checking gauges. Oil temp up a little bit. Fuel flow's good. Fuel's good. Amp's good. Still not picking up the NDB just yet. 325. Got it. No worries really if we don't get it. The valley that we're picking right here is gonna dump us right out at it. So all set there. I'm liking that shot right there. So we shouldn't be too far out. Probably about let's see here. So that's 57 miles. We're only about 20 miles out, I'd say. Not 60, more like 30. Right. So we're looking on the map here. We could see a particular formation coming out into this valley right here that we're looking at. So, you know, visually you could see that reference really nice. One of the, you know, nice aids about helping you navigate without a lot of navigational aids is the visual references that you could pick up. A little bit of a cloud load there. So let's see if Bella has ATIS information. At least they eat us. Alright. Pacific Radio, outlet, aerodrome, traffic frequencies 122.8, like most of these out here. Automated weather's 128.7. We'll see if X-Plane has that. So 128.7. All right, good deal. It does. So we'll put that on nav 2. Actually, we'll put that. Yeah, we'll put that on nav com 2. 128, right? 128.7. I need to kind of test and make sure com2 and com2, com1 all work. All right. 2801.
Sky conditions 9,000 view. Temperature 23. Dew point -16.
At 10. 3009. Let's update.
Bella Bella, Campbell Island. Weather. Wind
Right.
280 at 10. Visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 9,000 view. Temperature 27.
Alright, so 280, winds favoring 3-1. So we'll be landing 3-1.
Bella Bella, Campbell Island. Weather. Wind 290 at 10. Visibility more than 10.
Alright, we got it.
Sky conditions.
Alright, so let's double check, see where we're at here. So this creek's gonna dump us right into a little range, trying to. So there's a little inlet right there. You can see two little islands, and then there's a little inlet. We're gonna shoot right for that, and we'll be probably about 10 miles out. So 80, the NDB is reading now. So we got that. So we could probably try to get ready for our descent plan. Elevation for Bella Bella is 141, so almost ground, almost sea level. Pattern altitude 1141. And so we need to go down 8,000. 16 minutes away. That's another thing I wasn't getting good at. So we're going 140. About 10 minutes away. So we'll start heading down. Pull a little bit of power down to like 20. And just do a nice little 800 feet per minute descent. Right, starting our descent. So this little inlet that's right in front of us, that's kind of blocking the ridge of smaller little hill mountains. On the other side of that is where the airport is. Should visually actually be able to see it. So this extends out. This area should be it. Looking at the map, kind of drawing. With my eyes. Might be over there. We'll see. No, it's right there, I believe. Find out when we get there. We're at 7,000. Still just continuing in a nice, like, leisurely descent. Let's get our mixture back in. Right, making a nice little descent in here. Nice little sunset approach. Get our landing lights back on. So this little edge right here should be, yep, see, airport in sight right over there. Nice. Right. So we'll take it out right towards that mountain right there and do a nice little left base or right base for 3-1. 6,000. It was a nice little flight. I like that. With a stop in Bella Coola, that would have been a nice little day trip, you know? Been some, of course, everything's probably covered in snow right now at this time of the year. So it would have been probably even more amazing to see. Right. Looks like we're about, looks like about 10 miles. It's probably closer to 20. Pull this down here. Actually, we're about 6, so let's pull a little bit more power down to 20 again. We'll go to 18. Really start descending down, get everything set for a nice approach. I'm going to put mixture full in. Open the cowl flaps. Alright, so let's get an update on the ATIS, just to make sure any last minute wind corrections. 290 at 7 now.
290 at 7. Visibility more than 10.
So a little less crosswind, that's good.
Temperature 19.
3013 is our new altimeter.
3013.
Alright, got that set. Looking good, coming in nicely.
Weather. Wind 290 at 6.
Alright. 3500. Let's go 25 on the prop. Turn our strobe off. Landing lights on. Alright, we're going to go prop full, mixture full.
$2,500.
Thank you. Acres. Put a little bit of power in here. There's 11, there's one, a 1500. Alright, so let's get 1 notch flaps in. Let's trim to 80. Put our second notch flaps in.
1,000.
Alright, let's get coordinated here. Wind's coming from the left, so we want to dip the left wing low and rudder to the right. Let's go for 500 feet per minute.
300.
A bit of a dip there.
400. 300. 200. 100.
Touch trees.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
A little bit of a float there. And we're down. Alright, flaps up. Spin this thing around. Alright, let's lean out to make sure a little bit for the ground. I think those trees were a little bit taller than they would be in real life, but no sweat there. Just go a little bit long. Oh, almost missed my turn. Looks like some helicopter landings over here. Go park over here on this side. All right. Set the parking brake. Parking brake set. All right, let's turn our avionics off. Leave the beacon on and pull. All right. That was a fun flight. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. All right, just finishing up my ACARS flight right there. And let's see here. Let's see. What is the weather doing up north? So, clear. Hope my right spot. I don't know if I am. So, it looks like it's pretty clear. Let's see here. Looks like sky's clear. I think I'm gonna call it a night there. I hope you guys enjoyed this flight in British Columbia. Next up on the list, let's see here. Next up on the list, it looks like it's Stewart. So CYXT Stewart Airport. I do have the add-on scenery for that, so that'll be a fun flight to get into. Actually, have not, or actually, we're going to. No, we're not going to Terrence. We're using that as a navigational aid. So Stewart is the next airport. Fun little approach into there. Like I said, first time flying there since I bought the new scenery for it. So interested to get in there. But hope you guys enjoyed the flight. I really enjoy bringing this type of content to you. If you like hand flying, if you like GA, that's what I'm going to provide. Because I like to go back to the basics and enjoy my flying in beautiful areas and scenery. So if you like that, just hit the follow, and we'll see you again. So for everybody, thanks for watching, and have a good night, man.